And I actually often just go to Google image search, and then the arcs that they will give you, like the little bits of arcs, normally can remind you of what to do. Okay, so we got this. If I continue my line across, like I said, we don't really need a ruler, we just need a straight edge. If I continue my line across, I can make the diameter, but I don't know if that's very helpful.
No. I feel like since he did it, it might be. But
I mean, so one of the biggest things with constructions is just try something, right? If you don't know what to do, just try something. So I now know HG and HG prime are equal lengths. I know that if I put a point up here, that we could call like F, right? F is going to be somewhere up here, or no, GHT. They said call it T. T is going to be somewhere up here or down here, but I'm going to say up here because it's nicer. That will make my right triangle that will have HT will be the same length because it will also be a radius. But the question is, how can I make the line that will be perpendicular to H? All I'm doing is waiting. I like when kids say wait and I'm not doing anything. What technique do you guys want me to do?
you just admitted that you were waiting, though, Mr. Hudson.
I know.
So you were waiting. Where is this straight edge?
In the title line.
You're going to do something that may or may not do.
I figured out how to make an angle bisector out of what's it called?
Well, no need to be fancy about it. No need to flex on all of us losers about it, okay?
Well, we won't be losers if Akshaya shares her knowledge.
You want me to? Because last time I said that you just disregarded it and went on talking back to construct a right triangle.
Whoa, I feel like you are a little
Is it
curt about
I
that.
feel personally attacked?
Fine, Akshaya, go ahead and teach the class.
Okay, so you get the endpoints, I think.
Wait, are we doing this?
No, we're doing E. C, the question that you asked before class actually started.
Well, yeah, but then I said we'll come back to this, but okay. So, I guess, so you just drew an angle? Like just,
Yeah, I drew an angle, and
Okay.
then I put my pointy part at the end of the line, or whatever it's called.
so hold on, I'm just going to use blank paper. So, both of these are like rays. We don't quite know how long. You said put your pointy part,
No.
what, out here?
Yeah,
Somewhere?
yeah, there.
Okay.
And then just make a circle.
Didn't I just make this some arbitrary length? Oh crap, I'm going to be off the page. Does my circle need to like overlap here, or what do you mean?
Yeah, just make it like that. Yeah, just forward.
So just like this?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
So why are you doing it the weird way?
I'm doing what you said!
No, wait, let me try again.
If your instructions are good, they should not fall apart when I try to do it.
I don't know if that did. Fine. What? I think it did. Looks cool, but I don't understand. Yeah, I don't understand how I did it, but I think I did it. I'm just gonna make as many circles as I can, and then see where that leads.
Okay. So just try to make a whole circle doing the same thing I just told you. And then
I can't. I go off the paper.
okay, then just pick up your pencil when you're off the paper and go back when you're doing it on the paper.
Yeah, you can do that. It doesn't change the shape.
Or cheat and just draw a new angle.
Okay.
Alright, so you said from an end point of one of my rays?
End point and then make a circle.
But why?
I don't know, just do it. Please.
You don't know why? Huh?
Okay. And then do the same thing but for the other line thingy, whatever. Yeah.
But this line's longer, but okay.
And then boom, where they intersect. Wait, no, that doesn't look right now. Where they intersect, not at where they, no, the other one. Yeah, that one. You make a line.
Yeah, that is definitely not an angle bisector.
Okay, I tried.
I think you're on the right path, but I think what you're getting messed up by is the fact that these two lengths are not the same. You might have made your length the same, and that might have been why it worked out nicer, but I said for any angle.
Okay. So then you start at the same point.
We'll come back to this. Let's come back to this. So isosceles right triangle is what we're trying to do right now, because I think after we do a couple more of these, the pattern might start to get in our head. What did we do yesterday to get perpendicular things? We had like, kind of what Akshaya was trying to do, like arc crossing arc, where we can then draw the line that connects those two arc points. What's the Jake tactic?
It's where you make a circle from one point to the other, and then where that line intersects the second line, you make another circle.
So wait, tell me where to plant and what to do.
Okay. So make like an equilateral triangle from you know how to make an equilateral triangle with G and H? Like by doing the two circles and then you get equilateral triangle? Yeah. Like make a circle around G. That's radius is GH.
It moved at the bottom there a little bit.
Okay, well we don't even need the bottom.
You're saying this
So
point?
at the top, yes, that point is just a throwaway point. So we can call it point W.
This point is a throwaway point?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to use it, but it's not going to be the end result.
Okay.
I did it, and
And
then
then-
isosceles right triangle.
Oh, wait, but it's equilateral.
Is this as yours looks like?
So you
That's
take
probably
H
less messy.
to W. Wait, oh no.
We want isosceles right triangle.
A circumcenter, I forget what that means. I'm gonna search it up.
We're not doing circumcenter right now. Unless you can tell me how to do this, we
Okay,
can't move
so-
on.
Okay, so you make the perpendicular bisector like we did in the isosceles.
You can't just say like we did. You got to tell me how.
So now, wait, no. That was actually good.
So
we
you-
had a perpendicular line right there.
Okay, so you put your
Okay.
pointy part on G prime, and then make it more than the midpoint. Sorry, Connor.
Oh,
Akshaya sounds like she is confident.
I'm offended. It actually worked. I just didn't see it. And now I'm offended.
Okay, now make her half semicircle. No.
Yeah.
You can make more of a semicircle. You don't have
Oh my gosh. I don't need to, but okay. I'll keep doing what you tell me
And then
to.
you do the same thing, but on G. Put your pointy part on G and do it again.
I feel like this is bad.
You guys are very demanding sometimes.
Well, you told us to tell you what to do instead of just doing
Crap. I lost my length.
Where's my straight edge?
There, then you make a line. I found that.
Oh,
Wow, look at that. Now make a line.
the more than halfway trick.
Yeah.
Right? The more than halfway. So now, if we can connect H through our two points of concurrency, or we can just call them intersection points if we want, and go all the way up to that original circle,
Connect G to T.
connect H to T, or yeah, then we got to connect G to T. You are right.
And there.
Yeah, you did it in fewer steps than I did it, but I did base.
So I did it smarter than you. Yay.
This, what Akshaya just said, is the most efficient way to take one line segment and create an isosceles right triangle. Because we need to create the equal length, which is what that original circle does, and then the perpendicular relationship is the two overlapping arcs. Any questions on that?
Yeah.
What's up?
I figured out how to bisect any angle.
Okay, what part of it don't you get?
How did you get T?
So, we drew circle H, because remember circles are named by their center,
Oh, okay, now I get how you
so that every point, wherever we put T, will be equidistant to this radius, which is the leg that we're trying to copy. Does that make sense? So any point on here will create an isosceles triangle. Any point on circle H will create an isosceles triangle. But to create isosceles right, sorry, I gotta tighten my compass.
That looks like
If your guys' compasses are loose, I got screwdrivers that we can tighten them with.
it looks like
Yeah, number 5 has some really cool stuff. So wait, did we have another page? Yeah, we got like 2 more pages.
Jake said he
least
figured out how to make an angle bisector out of any angle.
Okay, wait, so go back to that.
I guess.
Angle bisector out of any angle. Okay, Jake, you ready to hit us with it? I'm going to get a fresh sheet of paper. And put this where it belongs. So, I'll start by drawing 2 lines, I'm guessing.
Oh wait, never mind.
Oh, you had me all excited.
No, you actually don't start by drawing 2 lines, Mr. Hudson. I'm wrong. Yeah, I'm wrong. Okay. I'm gonna take the back of this paper.
I got an idea that I kind of want to test out. Because what Akshaya told me to do has me thinking. Go ahead and draw an angle.
Oh wait, no, I know how to do this. Wait, so you make wait, I remember how to do it now. Wait, okay, so then
I understand. Like, you said they have to be equally distant, so all you do is just draw a circle around the angle, and then you do whatever.
Wait, hold on. No. Give me one step at a time. All you do, which way to talk down to me, all I do is what now? Draw a circle centered here.
Yeah, just draw a circle.
Let's call this angle A, right? So I'm going to plant at A, and you just said draw just any circle.
Yeah.
Big, small, medium, just a circle.
I did it! I think I did it! I think that I did it. I don't really know if that's right, but okay.
All right, circle.
And then you just
So what you're saying is both of these are radii now.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
basically what you do. And then you put a point up. You put your pointing part there and then make a semicircle, whatever it's called, and then do the same thing on the other side. It's the very.
So wait, make a semicircle. So I probably need to be smaller than A,
Yeah.
right? Like, so I need to be in this length. So I'm gonna make this circle.
Right, great, and then do the same thing on the other side. So.
All right, so hold on. Let's make sure we're all together.
I'm not
Jake,
sure
let's
I
make sure
can
you're
do
with
it.
us. We created angle A. Then we created circle A. We then, from circle A, let's call these B and C, I guess. We created circle B. And now Akshay is saying create circle C. I'm going to make sure that I'm still the same length here. So this is still B, B prime, or whatever we could say. So now I'm going to make circle C. C.
And then boom, bisecting, and then you make the line using your straight edge.
Oh, I thought it was simpler way to do it.
Yeah, I kind of did, but I don't know if it's right yet.
Oh, so you're saying these points of concurrency again.
Yeah, and then you make a line. Great.
That makes our line?
Yes. I also think I've had a different way to do it, but I'm not.
That is how you can create an angle bisector.
But I feel like you can do it easier.
I found a way to do it also.
Okay?
I think.
You're going to just put it under the camera or talk me through it, or what do you want to do?
I'm gonna do it again real quick just to make sure it works.
Okay. I will go ahead and make an angle just to be ready.
No, actually, this way doesn't start with having an angle.
We're going to make an angle bisector without an angle.
Exactly. That's the secret. The angle bisector bisects the non-existent angle because it doesn't exist. So
If you
I can
bisect
figure
0
it out.
degrees, it's still 0 degrees, right?
Exactly.
I would do anything for love. Meatloaf died, if you guys haven't heard. He's a singer.
Oh yeah, I heard that on the news.
Meatloaf
Mm-hmm.
could choose any name and chose Meatloaf.
I knew you were going to get upset about that.
You know what? Sure.
Look, his real name was probably like Clarence or something, and he like wanted to become an artist.
Okay, Meatloaf.
And he's like, no one's going to want to call me Clarence. Wait, what? You got to talk me through this.
Literally gives it to him and just like, no.
He's like, here, have this.
How do you know?
So the
first thing you do is you take compass and you put it here, and you put the arc.
Okay.
This one.
That's what Akshaya had me do to start.
And then you
Except I drew the whole circle.
And you put this point here, and then
Okay.
you draw a line between these two.
Okay.
Then you do the more than halfway trick to find the midpoint of this line, and then you do that.
Now, I only have one issue with this.
That literally takes.
I only have one issue with this. It's the same exact thing we just did.
It is.
Yes, you just didn't
Put a
show.
line in the middle instead.
You just didn't show the rest.
Of the circles.
And you drew a line in the
And
middle.
this will confirm, because where that intersects, the other one should also intersect. So we technically, what Jake is making us realize is if we've done this right, we don't actually technically need both of these. We really just need one of them. But using both lets us confirm that our construction came out correctly. So this is the same thing
I just didn't draw
as
the circle.
this.
Yeah, and you
Jake just thought it was simpler because he didn't draw the whole circle. Which is another really good point. Once I get good at constructions, I can realize all of this part of the circle is unnecessary. All of this part of the circle is unnecessary, but it looks kind of cool. So if you look up constructions on the internet, you're only going to see like these crossing arc pieces and these crossing arc pieces, and you won't see the whole circles. So that's where you have to remember how they got there. Now, some of them they'll show you the whole circles, but most of them they just show you the little arc pieces.
And just so you know, the circumcenter and incenter thing, I learned those things from the
textbook you paid for.
Yeah, that's where I learned it from.
So,
Money well spent.
since Akshaya already knows what a circumcenter
I don't
is,
remember what it means.
why don't you enlighten us?
Okay, why don't I go get my next?
Well, obviously you didn't get your money's worth if you don't remember.
Well, I just. No one remembers those things that easily.
I do.
You're a math teacher.
What does circum mean?
It's the center of the circle.
Okay, okay. So then you do a midpoint thing. You find the midpoint, and then.
What does circum actually mean?
What?
What does circum actually mean?
I don't know what I said.
Around. So compared to
I know it's a circle.
the in center,
It's in the center. Whoa.
which is probably in the center, a circumcenter is created by making a circle around every circle's around a center.
All of that outside of the
They make a circle outside the whole thing, so the circle hits all 3 points.
So how are we gonna make a circle around the whole thing?
You make it midpoint.
Like, so this is what we want.
That's what I just searched up.
But how?
You make
Easy. Oh, sorry.
What are these
it
lines?
No.
Those are angle bisectors.
Yeah.
Are they? Because it doesn't look like it. The line at CO does not look like an angle bisector.
Then they're what was it gonna call them? They're not midpoints. Are they?
If you want each of these to be radii, I don't know that they're angle bisectors. I mean, they could. They're all radii.
It's
O is the center of the circle. Play with it for a second.
do you find the circumcenter?
Well, I made an angle bisector.
To make a circumcircle? That's fine. How do you find the inside? Okay.
I'm trying to make that internal triangle we did the other day because I think it might help.
Man, we've done some other things that are leading us to this. We did altitudes. We did equilateral triangle.
Are you saying? we
Wait, I can look at the equilateral triangle and do a circumcenter there. Wait a minute. This point in the middle,
You said you would let us play with it.
I'm just thinking out loud. I'm sorry. I'll shut
Don't
up.
think. Stop.
a circle
Sure.
around.
So proud of you. I think it's gonna have something to do with it.
I think I figured it out.
I
Guys,
agree.
if you guys won't shut up, I won't do it.
Well, I think I figured it. Did we all do the same thing?
I don't know.
Are you guys finding the midpoints of the line?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, okay, we all did the exact same thing.
Well, you're different.
Well, okay, Jake's just something else. But the rest of us did the exact same thing.
Exactly.
What did you do?
Actually, I think we may have done it the same way.
What did you do?
The smart thing.
And then, okay, wait, let me check with who.
We elitist thing. Yes, exactly. Jake gets it. Even though he didn't do it. But he still gets it.
Oh, it does it not work? But it should work. Did I just not do it?
All because you want it to work doesn't mean it will.
But it's supposed to work. I looked at the picture.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
For Circumcenter?
Yes.
And what did the picture instruct you to do?
The one where, just, okay.
I'm just asking because I didn't buy your textbook.
You can search it up. You don't even have to pay for it. It's free. I didn't. You just say that, so I just name it that because it's easier to understand for everyone else in the room.
You're right, it doesn't work. Okay.
Dang it, I didn't find the in-center either. Thought I would find the in-center, but
You thought if your idea failed, you'd at least succeed at something?
yeah,
Well, the interior is just the center of the outside circle. So, like, I feel like it's the same question.
I thought that if I found the angle bisectors of all three angles, I would get the in-center,
Me too, but that's not how that works.
but it didn't work because the third one is
I'm
the
not
two
okay.
intersections by a
Okay.
little bit.
I'm sad now. I really thought it was gonna work.
Like I said, what you might see when you Google things. If you just look at the arcs that I've drawn, and if I erase all the extras, I've just got a bunch of, well, it looks sort of like the Jesus fish up here. But the overlapping arcs, what were we using these for? What were we using these for?
Finding the midway point.
Sure, midpoint and
Oh, circumscribe. Oh, okay. I found it on my textbook. There we go. Look at that. Wait, draw the
You
perpendicular.
don't even need math class, just a text.
I mean,
That's what
you don't
CBS is.
really need teachers. If you're motivated to learn, you can learn anything you want on your own. That's kind of the point of Khan Academy.
Okay, so let's circumscribe a circle about a
My
triangle.
compass is bad.
Draw a bisector or perpendicular bisector. So you have to do perpendicular. You have to make altitudes. That's what you have to do.
Altitudes are not the same thing as perpendicular bisectors.
Yeah,
No, they are not.
they are. How?
They are not.
Because altitude goes through the vertex to a perpendicular
Oh.
opposite side. Perpendicular bisectors do not go through a vertex necessarily. Here's the trick. Look up here real quick. Because we're going to see if mine actually worked out. And Jake, I can bring a screwdriver over there if you need. I am creating perpendicular bisectors of our sides. I should, hypothetically, only need two of these to meet. But if I've done it right, then all three of my perpendicular bisectors should meet up at the same single point of concurrency.
And that's how you find the in-center.
No. That is how you find the circumcenter. Because I think the trapdoor you're falling into is thinking that because this point is in the triangle, it's the in-center. It's not.
Oh, I thought you were trying to make a circle around it.
We are.
That's what the circumcenter is.
The circumcenter goes around the circle. This point we now just found is the center of our circle. And if I set my compass out to any of our vertices, this distance should be equal all the way around.
So how is this not the center of the triangle?
What do you mean, how's this not the center? It's what do you mean? Well, okay. I guess we should ask, what do you mean the center of the triangle? I mean, it's in the middle of the triangle, but I don't know what you mean by the word that you're using, center of the triangle. I don't know what you mean by the middle. Like, in an equilateral triangle, I guess I kind of know what you mean by, like, the center. But in, like, an obtuse or an acute angled triangle, listen to me for a moment. Your circumcenter could be outside the triangle. So here are some examples of circumcenters. And this is what I mean about what you'll see if you Google it. They just give you the arc pieces. And technically, we only need 2 of them. But check it. If you have... What sort of triangle would make a circumcenter that looks like this?
A right triangle to make it. So if it's a right triangle, it's on the line. If it's an obtuse, it's outside, and if it's gaming, it's not. If it's acute, it's inside. If it's obtuse, it's outside. Yeah.
So circumcenter can be in the triangle, outside the triangle, or literally on the hypotenuse. Your circumcenter can be anywhere. Now your in-center, that will be in the triangle.
So then that one is the median one?
Is that the one that I found earlier?
I don't know. You guys tell me.
Well, okay, so what's the like definition of insect?
We will draw a circle inside the triangle. I'm trying to find a picture that doesn't actually show you what to do.
Oh, we will like hit all the edges?
Man, I don't. I mean, this. They're gonna tell you what to do essentially.
Make an angle bisector of.
I made an angle bisector.
Okay.
Yeah.
The in-center is the concurrency point between all of your angle bisectors.
I thought mine didn't concur.
Then you goofed up your construction. That's the other issue with us doing this stuff. It's by hand. So if we goof it up, now wait, we have to go back to how did we do angle bisector? How did we do angle bisector? Remember we had like 3 circles. We don't need all the circles. We had those like multiple circle points.